Like I said, I use this for mostly commuting. This, in my mind, is like a sports car. And I gave this analogy in one of my comments. Oh, look, some turkeys. There's turkeys in the road. They don't hear me coming because I'm an electric motorcycle. There's turkeys in the road. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Turkey in the road. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Dang it, darn turkeys ruin my train of thought. Everybody wants to talk about expense. Everybody wants to talk about how expensive they are and how far they go. You know, 90% of the people I work with drive, you know, $40,000 to $50,000 trucks. And they're spending all this money on a truck that they rarely haul anything. They don't haul anything. Just themselves. One person. They're spending a fortune in gas to go back because it's a big V8, it's got all this power. So with that mentality, a $16,000 motorcycle is nothing. And this $16,000 motorcycle has 140 foot-pounds of torque and 110 horsepower. A 0 to 60 time in less, give or take 3 seconds. It's phenomenal. I could just twist and go. Granted, I won't do that because this is a wet road. And I struggle with this myself because I struggled for years working a job where I did not make a whole lot of money. I made some sacrifices and got a different job, and I work all the time now, but I make good money. But here's the thing, is I struggled. I'm like, I wanted something, you know, I wanted something to show off a little bit, because everybody does. It's human nature. That's what people do. That's why they go out and buy the big bad trucks. But the thing is I always wrestle with practicality on the same sense. And that's where the electric motorcycle and electric vehicles shine. Because this thing is the ultimate sport vehicle. Because I can go flying down the road and it doesn't cost me anything. It literally doesn't cost me anything. I could go 100 miles on $1. It costs me 12 cents per kilowatt hour to charge this at my home. So with that being said, I drive 11 miles to work each day, a round trip. And it's the most fun 11 miles because I launch this thing off of every red light. I'm just like, all right, here's the time to race. It's just crazy. And that's not a sports car price. You know, I go out and buy a sports car. You can't buy a good sports car for under 20 grand. A brand new sports car. I mean, this is a brand new vehicle. I put all the miles on this vehicle, and that's a pretty cool thing to me. And the thing with electric vehicles is the further you drive them, the more money you save. Now I get it, it's not all about money saving. The most sport and the most practical, that is what you get with an electric vehicle. And that is why I love electric vehicles. I would go and I would buy an electric car as soon as possible, you know. But I have a good car, so there's no reason for me to do that at this point in my life. But I really believe that there's huge improvements that can be made on the electric vehicle, but things are really awesome now. We improve a little bit with the range and charging, and a lot of that is just with DC fast charging, and it's pretty much solved. It's just getting the infrastructure there. And there's tons of videos on DC fast charging, but the thing is the people that come at these bikes and the electric vehicles have no idea what they're talking about. Well, I'll buy it when I can fill it up in 2 seconds. Like, okay, yeah, you know, you can already pretty much do that. New Zealand fills his vehicle up in 10 minutes, so a 10-minute fuel stop isn't that bad. Considering you're going to want to stretch your legs and stuff like that. So being off the bike for 10 minutes while it charges is phenomenal. That is not here in my part of the US. We don't have that. But the thing is you need to get in and buy vehicles for the infrastructure to grow. If there's not a demand for it, it's not going to happen. there has to be a demand. And once you realize how convenient electric vehicles truly are, it changes your life. Because I rode this the remainder that I could, because it got extremely cold. I can't get up my heated gear to go to work because it's just too much. It's too much effort, because I have a base layer of heated gear and I have to go underneath my clothes. But once you realize how much efficiency there is in electric vehicles, it's a crazy. Because I go to work, I come back, and I'm home, and then I can continue on with my life. But in my car, it's such an inconvenience to go to the gas station, the diesel station in my case, because I have a diesel Golf. You know, it's something small, but you know, we are so spoiled as humans that the minor inconvenience sets off most people. And I'm gonna say, you know, I hate filling up my car. I absolutely hate it. It's the stupidest thing ever. I should have a diesel pump at my house so I don't have to do anything. And that's why I love this bike, because I go home, I park it in the garage, I plug it in, and we're set. No more messing around. I continue with my life. I wake up the next morning, I get on the motorcycle and go to work. And it's ready. It's ready to go. I never have to inconvenience myself at stopping at a fuel station. So as a commuter, it's just fantastic. So I believe I rambled on for quite enough. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, there's going to be more videos, so have a nice day and God bless.